Parenting is a very challenging act of love to give to our children, that's for sure. I've never personally had children myself, but I've helped raise 4 children over the past 40 something years, and I loved every moment of it, just about. No, but I really did. I love being a step parent, a pseudo parent, a fill-in male role model, whatever the words you want to use are. And it was recently after my parents died that I started reflecting upon them as parents. And I started reflecting upon, of course, when we're younger, our parents can do no good, right? And then as we get older, if we're smart, we start to reflect back, even if we grew up in tougher environments, about what our parents did that was maybe good for us. And for all parents out there, I really want you to pay attention to this. Share this video, because I didn't realize until after my parents died what amazing parents they were. Now, I did call them when I was about 30 years of age and told them that 80% of what they, or 90% of what they tried to teach me as a teenager was correct. And I apologized for my pushing back and my arrogance and my anger and everything else I had as a teenager. It was just quite horrendous. My addictions started then, as a matter of fact. But then as I reflect back, and I've been helping parents, God, for 35 years, I've learned so much about the art of parenting, not just from my own personal experience as a pseudo male role model or step parent, but also because of all the research that's come out about how we've made the mistake of having our children as friends. We've made the mistake of not being parents anymore. We've made the mistake of being the helicopter moms or just giving them way too much freedom. And the gift that my parents gave me was very unique. And what they did was they allowed me to find my own way in the world. Now, I'll say that this didn't happen until my mid to late 20s. In my teen years, they wanted me to go corporate America. They wanted me to get, my master's degree, and then they wanted me to go corporate America. And I went corporate America for about 6 months, and I couldn't handle it. It surely wasn't me. When I dropped out of that and was unemployed, of course, my parents were very concerned. But I want to tell you something. From about the age of 24 on, they never interfered with my choices. I decided to become an entrepreneur. They prayed for me. Every once in a while, and when I say every once in a while, maybe every 10 years, my parents would say something like, well, don't you think it's better getting a secure job? But in reality, they encouraged me. By not telling me I'm doing it wrong, they didn't even know they were encouraging me to follow my own pathway. And then when success started to hit, and I don't just mean materialistically, but when I started to feel really great about myself and the choices I made, and I got into counseling, and then I got into coaching, and then I got into writing books, and then I got into being an all-faith minister, I look back and my parents supported me the whole time. I have no idea what percentage of parents can do this, but I'm giving you this message because I want you to consider doing this as a parent. I know our children will go in different ways. They're supposed to. Some will follow our guidance and have resentment down the road that they became an attorney because we pushed them so hard. Instead of doing that, let them find their own gifts, their own talents. They're going to screw up. They're going to make mistakes. It's hard as a parent sitting back and watching your child make one mistake after another. And I'm not talking about addiction mistakes and all those kind of things. I'm talking about career, where that many times parents want their children to be safe. Of course, we want them to be secure. Of course, we want them to have health insurance. Of course, I didn't have any of that. I had no security, no safety. I paid out of my butt for health insurance when I could have gotten it as part of a corporate job. But the end result was I look back and my dad died exactly 2 years ago. My mom died exactly 3 years ago. And as I talk to my brother and sister, I continue to tell them, and they were more quote unquote normal, although my brother did end up becoming an entrepreneur down the road for sure. But, they followed more of a normal path of getting jobs and all that kind of stuff. And my parents at first were really struggling with me, but then they let go. And they let David be David, one of the greatest gifts they could ever give me. Now, I know in their private time, they were probably worried as hell. I know because my brother and sister told me they would pray extra hard every night at dinner for me because they were so concerned I wasn't going to make it. Those are awesome parents. I want you to do the same. Listen, if I can help you in the world of parenting, because I love helping parents become better parents, we have a 20-minute free discovery call. Go to talkdavid.com. Sign up. You and I will chat for 20 minutes, and I can give you some thoughts and maybe help you move forward. And then the other thing is we have these amazing discounts going on because of inflation with all of our counseling and coaching programs. Go to the website, TalkDavid.com. Some of our programs are discounted by 50%. I mean, we're really trying to do everything we can to help as many people during these crazy times as possible. And I want you to become the best parent possible for your unique child, because every child is unique. There's also 4 free books at TalkDavid.com. I'll look forward to connecting with you soon. Have a beautiful day.